are underway in Nashville with the opening tip here at Bridgestone Arena. And the opening tap belongs to Alabama. They'll shoot at the end to our right. That's where Lee and I are positioned. Here across from the Florida Gators bench. Youngblood will flip it to Nelson, coming off the left high post. He'll throw a stiff pass wing left, hand off for Sears. Bounce pass inside and fumbled out of bounds and off of Alabama last. Well, Maury was the last to touch, and so the Gators get a stop defensively to begin the ball game.
Good possession. We doubled Sears on that handoff in front of our bench, and then our help side was underneath the basket to get the steal.
Clayton will bring it up, and the first touch off of his pass is for Will Richard, front court right. Richard holds it over his head, feeds Chinyelu, quick pitch to his left to Condon. Now to Martin on the right angle. Martin bounces twice, sends it back over the top to Condon for a dribble handoff to Richard. Driving down the lane, lays it up and in. That's how this one starts, 2-0 Gators.
Rubin with his cat and duck in to clear out the lane for Will.
It's like a pulling guard in football. Amori launches toward the rim. He missed a leaner at the cup, but is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for our first free throws of the game and the first fouls on Will Richard here at the 19-14 mark. Amori is a Nigerian. Moved to the United States at age 14. Stayed in New Jersey for college, began his college career at Rutgers, and then transferred to Alabama. This is his first season with the Crimson Tide, and he knocks down the first free throw.
Still waiting to see a replay of that foul. It was pretty light.
Charmin-like, as you say?
Charmin-like.
Charmin-like. 2 free throws down. The Tide have tied it at 2. Played between the rings, bounce pass to Connick coming off the left high post. One dribble and a handoff to Martin. It slips out of his hands, and Clayton trying to save it on the near sideline, fumbled it out of bounds. I would not like to see the turnover problems that the Gators had yesterday come back here this afternoon.
That was another unforced turnover, no pressure really from Alabama, just cut off balance.
1 minute in, 2-2 ball game. Sears, who had 30 last time against Florida, drives left of a high middle screen. Hits the rolling Amori, goes to the rim, tried to dunk it. It's knocked out of his hands by Condon. Loose ball for Clayton. Clayton to the other end, rises for 3. That rim's out, no good. Rebound, Chinyelu under the rim, up and in. Soft touch for Chinyelu, who kind of skied it over the bucket and saw it rain in, 4-2. Drive and kick finds Nelson up top. Hand it back to Philon, the freshman. Bounces into the paint. Nelson rises and scores to the restricted area. And we're off and running. The track meet we expected is underway here in Nashville. 4-4 ball game. They hedge with the big and Nelson on top. Clayton dribbles to the right wing. Launches a 3. Missed again. He's 0 for 2.
Both of them close. Thought they were in.
Rebound Bama. Sears racing to the other end. On the left side of the lane. Lays it up and in off the glass. And Alabama has its first lead at 6-4. Martin advances it past half court, pauses, keeps the dribble alive. Left to the top of the arc. Goes through the legs with it. Now in the right hand of Elijah Martin. Flip it to Condon. Same top side of the floor. Take the dribble hand off to Richard and leave it for Clayton. Condon rolls away from the wing. Goes block to Chinyelu and catches the score. Patient.
Great pass from Alex. He had 2 defenders on him. He gave it to Rubin. This time Rubin didn't sky it nearly as high and just laid it in.
Second chance points there for the Gators. Nelson for 3. Ripped it off the left wing. That's a problem. Nelson did not shoot the 3 well against the Gators in the prior meeting. He can sting Florida from outside. Played off the high middle screen. Pauses at the foul line. Into the paint. Lays it up. Blocked away by Amori. Loose ball for Nelson. Dribbles behind his back to avoid a steal by Clayton. Drives, kicks to Youngblood. Corner left 3, down. And Alabama now is roaring at 12-6.
And Walt shouldn't have gone for that steal in transition to open up that 3-point attempt.
The back-to-back 3s for the Crimson Tide. Condon will come off the right elbow this time to catch above the 3-point line. Dribbling to his left. Nothing backdoor for Richard. Handed off to Clayton. Clayton turns around the screen. Pick and pop. Condon wing left 3. Too strong. Back iron. Rebound weak side for Richard. Spins. Skies it up and in with the left hand that time by Will Richard.
Great move from Will.
Yeah. 12-8. Sears driving to the left sideline. Trying to pass inside. Tip stolen by Elijah Martin. Martin turns, burns up the right side of the floor. Kicks wing right. Clayton in front of the Alabama bench. Refeeds Martin, block right. Back out to Clayton. Wide open 3. Boom, got it. 55 straight games now with a made 3-pointer for Walter Clayton. He was open from here to Memphis.
Can't believe the way they're going Walt. They've given a couple good open looks.
1-point lead for Bama now. Nelson for 3 wing left. Can't answer. Front iron and a tap out by Richard to Martin. Ahead toward Condon. Nelson got back and stole it in transition.
Elijah puts more on it. It's there.
Yeah. Sears leads for Omori, top of the arc, handed back to Sears. Sears down the lane on a pick and roll with Omori, leading him with a pass. Shoots, missed it, point blank range, and a rebound by Chinyulu. 2 subs waiting for the Gators, including Hanlockton. Around the high middle screen, Clayton wiggles to the left side of the lane. Lob for the rim, caught, landing, Chinyulu right of the rim. Pulls it out, feeds Martin on the right sideline. 15 to shoot. Martin can use the dribble here. Puts it down with the left hand. Goes around a screen by Kondo. Lobs for Kondo. Rolling to the rim. Caught it under the rim. Trying to get up here against Nelson. Shoots. Blocked from behind. Ball's loose. Sears trying to tightrope the baseline. Flips it off Condon out of bounds. It'll be Alabama ball linked to the floor when we come back.
We look just a little bit tired right now, Sean. We need a few minutes to work into this game, hopefully.
Philon will bring it up. Alabama linked to the floor to go. Picked up by Clayton. Flip it outside to Diabate. He's one of the new players in for Bama. Off the handoff, turning the corner, driving and kicking out to Holloway. Firing through 3 off the catch up top. Missed by Philon. Rebounded by Hanlockton. Early impact.
Incredible rebound.
Yeah. Aberdeen's first touch. Flaring to catch left to the top of the arc. Turns, goes into the paint. Stumbles, got bumped, fouled as he got below the foul line.
Sherrill had that rebound, but Micah's so tall. He just went over the top of him and snatched it out of his hands. It was quite a rebound.
Look, I thought size was a big factor yesterday against Missouri, especially in the second half. We'll see if it can play out here. Fouls on Aiden Holloway. Meanwhile, Mark Sears checked out a little early than we might have anticipated. He is seated on their bench right now. First free throw is good for Denzel Aberdeen.
He's got a stretch band on his foot.
Yeah. Trying to loosen up his left leg, it looks like. Aberdeen's free throws are good. Florida retakes the lead, 13-12. Gator shot the free throws well yesterday. Shot everything well yesterday. Sherrill in for his first touch. The big at the top of the arc gives it up to Holloway. Holloway dribbles twice, fires back to the left wing. Line drive 3 down. Wow.
Not what we want to see, the threes falling.
No. Jaron Stevenson hits his first opportunity. Lead back to Bama by 2. Clayton picks it up, throws to Houck. He's in for his first run. Houck takes it to the right wing, hands it off to Will Richard. Richard with a one-hand pass to Hanlockton up top. Nothing inside, dribbles to his left. Hand it off to Clayton. Rolling. Hanlockton catches, cocks it back, and dunks with 2 hands. They showed 2 guys on Clayton, and man, Hanlockton was open.
I mean, the easiest dive pass Walt's had all year.
Hand off up top. Jump stop. Holloway pumped it, shoots, misses. In the crowd, Sherrill rebound. Rises and scores at the restricted area circle. So, Philon couldn't finish. Second chance bucket for them. Aberdeen floats one over the rim. Rebound, Hanlockton. Bank shot, good. Are we going to call that second chance, or was it a pass?
I think it was a shot.
Okay.
It was a shot.
Yeah.
Micah's had a nice couple minutes to start.
His second game back in this building since the injury last year this time. Sherrill catches on a short roll in the paint. Foul launching to the rim. So Alabama will go to the free throw line tied at 17. Foul on Hanlockton, his first.
Thought they were going to give it to Will, which would have been his second.
Boy, is this as quiet a building as we've heard all week?
It really is.
Amazing.
I think we've got a lot of Alabama or Tennessee Auburn fans hanging around, maybe just trying to catch their breath.
Yeah. First free throw is no good for Aiden Sherrill, the 6'10 freshman out of Detroit. He's a 52% free throw shooter. You're going to foul somebody, may as well foul him. Richard goes out. Urban Klobjar in for his first run. Klobjar hit a 3 in yesterday's game. He has scored at least 1 bucket in the last 8 he's played. Sherrill's second free throw, short. Nice rebound for Hanlockton. Good block out on Stevenson. And the Gators can look to take a lead here. Tied at 17, 13 and a half minutes to go. Houck goes elbow to elbow here to Hanlockton. Top of the arc, quick pitch to his left to Clayton. Guarded here by Diabate. Rises for a contested 3 and rinsed it off the left wing. I had no faith in that shot, I'm sorry.
That was a tough one from Walt.
Oh, man. Driving, going to the rack. Stevenson dumps it over the front of the iron and took a pop. Possible old-fashioned three-point play for Alabama and Jaron Stevenson. And that's 2 fouls on Hanlockton. in consecutive trips.
I guess they called out with the body. I thought Micah did a good job keeping his hands vertical.
As he goes to the bench, I still think hand locking gives you good minutes here in the first half, just in that
really good minutes.
Seemingly quick stretch. Micah sits down with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Free throw's good. 3-point play for Jaron Stevenson, and we're tied again, 20-20.
They didn't give him credit for a block, but I think he had one.
I don't know why there isn't one there as well. Hauck looked inside, nothing there. Passes to his left. Klobuchar will dribble to the baseline, tries to throw it along the boundary. That's deflected out of bounds. It's off Aiden Holloway. Clayton will get a rest now, and Elijah Martin, who just had a quick break, is back into the ball game at 12:55.
Subbing early and frequent.
Both head coaches know that as Sears is going to re-enter for Nate Oates, that here you're playing a back-to-back, and we're going to get up and down today.
That's right. It's going to be fast-paced. There's going to be plenty of possessions to get your shots up.
Two of the top 3 teams in the country in pace. Aberdeen throws it in off the right baseline to Martin. A little rip-through move. Drives from the right sideline to the SEC logo in the paint. Spin, shoots on a fade, and knocked down a 14-footer. Big clutch shot for Martin. Lead back to Florida. 22-20. Stevenson runs into Klobuchar. Collision finds Klobuchar on the deck. Sears catches inside to a diving Amari, and he is fouled. Was he in the gather or on the catch at the restricted area? 2-shot opportunity. They're going to rule that he was in the act of shooting, and the foul's on Elijah Martin.
Alabama's had some decent success with the middle pick and roll and having their big dive to the basket. You got to do a better job hitting them higher. Don't let them get close to the basket on the catch.
Clifford Omari back to the line for Alabama. First free throw, good. Alabama as a team, this is the season now, 71.8% at the free throw line. Omari ready with the next. Knocked down both free throws. So tied again, 22-20. Haven't played very long, and there's already been 4 lead changes and 8 ties.
And I think the average field goal percentage in the game is about 59.
Yeah. Aberdeen picks it up just below the left elbow. Flips it out to Klobuchar. Give and go with Hauck. Dump it corner left. Aberdeen for 3. Back iron no good. Rebound secured by Stevenson for Alabama. They'll give it up to Sears, who brings it up the left side. Sears gives it up to Omari on the left foul line extended. Turns, backs it out to Stevenson. Drives, and he's run over. Trucked by Chinyelu. Shoved from behind and down. And Condon will come to the scorer's table and may have to get Chinyelu back out of the game.
Not a great foul for Rubin. He didn't have to be that aggressive on the switch, especially Stevenson out on the floor.
So you got Kondo and Hauck in together in the low post. Baseline left inbound here. Stevenson lobs it out, caught by Amari at the top of the arc. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Hand off to Sears, off the crossover, throws to Holloway for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Diabate. Back out to Holloway, touch it to Sears. Logo 3, wide right. Loose ball in front of us, grabbed by Alabama. For Holloway, deep 3 up top, got it. They got 3 looks at bombs, and finally one went in. 25-22. Can the Gators answer? Hand off to Klobuchar, and as he put it to the floor, he's fouled. A hand check called against Holloway will take us to a timeout. The Gators have been so good under Todd Golden after timeouts. And it is Florida ball. Aberdeen will inbound down the left sideline from us, front court left. Into Klobuchar, handed right back to Aberdeen coming to get it. Bounce pass to Klobuchar, turns, launches, and hits a straightaway 3. What did I just tell you about after timeouts for Todd Golden? That ties it at 25. Sears drives to the left wing, lobs to the rim, alley-oop dunk. Amari goes over Condon to throw it down. That's a big dude, 6'11", 250. Lead back to Bama. Aberdeen down the left slot. Wiggles down, gets under Amari, lays it in, left to the rim, and draws a foul. Right back come the Gators. Chance to take the lead with a free throw from Denzel Aberdeen. That ties it at 27, and Aberdeen at the line. Aberdeen trying to have more of an impact now than he did yesterday, where he scored just 4 points.
Love those timeout plays that we have, Sean. So good, like you mentioned. Coach Hovde took the seat after Todd got up, drew up that set play on the sideline out of bounds. Great look for Klobuchar.
That free throw rattled out, though, for Aberdeen, so we stayed knotted here at 27. Double drag over the top, driving to his left, down the lane, lob for the rim, and an alley-oop lay-in by Amori. That's a pretty good lead there by Phylon, the freshman, coming over those two screens.
Back-to-back plays out of the timeout. 2 looks at the rim.
Martin for 3, wing right, no good. Rebounded by Phylon. Boy, he's impressive, this freshman. Phylon, a McDonald's All-American. Out to Nelson, wing left. Drives, goes to the rim, and posterizes Condon with a 2-hand dunk. That's back-to-back at the rim for Alabama. Yikes. 31-27. Bama, largest lead on either side right now. Condon, or Houck, down the lane, punched it with the right hand. He went off the Condon screen at the foul line. But now we're playing everything at the rim. Nelson to the rack, reverse lay-in good. They got to pass the Gators off of a make. Condon again back in time defensively.
Alex waited to try to time the dunk block.
10:03 to go. Aberdeen dribbles to the right elbow. Spin, shoots, missed a 15-footer. Whistle. This will be a loose ball foul in the NBA. This is going to be a foul on Florida trying to win the missed shot. Foul on Condon, who's not quite himself here early.
Well, Coach had a few words for Alex after that. He had enough time to run and get in position and try to cut off Nelson earlier, but he waited to time a jump because he thought Nelson would try to block it or dunk it at the rim.
Condon has not scored. 0 for 2 from the field. Sears comes off the pin down, catching top of the arc. Pass wing right tip, but caught by Youngblood on the near wing. Back to Sears. Sears drives to the paint. Slings it wing left. Nelson 3, no good. Martin wins the wrestling match for the rebound. Chinyulu able to clear it to Richard. Now to Clayton at the center of the floor. Still 33-29, Bama. Clayton fumbles the dribble, kicks it wing left. Richard for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, weak side for Condon. He needed that his first of the game. Condon working the dribble here, wing right. Hits a diving Martin, tried to hand it to Chinyulu. It's off 2 bodies out of bounds. So they're going to say off Chinyulu. Last, it's Alabama ball. I'm not so sure that's correct, but they're quickly inbounding here for the Crimson Tide.
We got to be ready. Alabama with some momentum. Rain it down quickly.
Phylon, loose down the left side of the lane. Spin, shoots a fader. Too much. Back iron and a rebound for Clayton. Clayton through traffic. Clayton to the right side of the lane. Stops, pops. Bank shot, no good. Rebound, Chinyulu, hacked twice. Turns, goes up, and hits a right hook with all kinds of contact.
Big bucket for movement. It just felt like Alabama was on the cusp of building a lead.
Off the high middle screen, Sears picks it up, right foul line extended. Hands it to Amori, takes it right back. Sears, pump fake down the lane, teardrop, good. Got the members bounce halfway down the paint. Well, this is electric right now, 35-31. Lee Humphrey's going to jump in whenever he can with the way this pace is going. Condon top of the arc, hands it off to Martin between the rings. Turns, throws to Clayton, fires for 3. Good. Clayton with a line drive 3-pointer. And it's now a 1-point game, 35-34, Alabama.
That was right by line of sight, Sean. Beautiful. Knew it was down and left his hand.
Sears trying to work off an angle screen. He'll try and answer with a 3. Can't. It's really hard off the iron. Kick to the far wing. Clayton will grab it and bring it up. Clayton hands it back to Martin between the circles. Puts his head down the right slot. Shoots, fouled. A blocking foul on Alabama will put Elijah Martin at the line on the other side of a timeout. We're right at the 8-minute mark, so we're in the window here to take immediate timeout. Partner, I said you're going to have to jump in when you can. It is up and down here in the first half.
Up and down. The ball's hardly stopped, but I mean, the ball is going through the hoop. Alabama, we're both at 56% for the game. I mean, it's pretty high-quality basketball.
It's Elijah Martin at the free throw line to our left, looking to add to his 2 points. Gators 2 of 3 at the line thus far. And the first free throw caught the rim 3 times before dropping in.
I think it bounced outside of the rim, and somehow it came back into the rim.
That one did come off the iron. Unkind. And we're tied at 35, though, as Martin splits the free throws. Off a wing screen, drive to the rim. Diabate fouled as he was airborne. Missed the shot. The foul's going to be on Tommy Houck. No, Chinyulu, beg your pardon.
And that's just too easy. Miscommunication on the screen around the side. There's a screen to the baseline in transition, and Tommy and Elijah just got caught up, and nobody covered the dribbler.
Mohamed Diabate gets 2 free throws here. Native of Queens, New York. And that's really ugly.
Wow.
Whew. 62% of the line this year, and he's going to take a little walk after. You know, we got to use that bucket and glass for another half. Beat the heck out of it with that free throw. Chance to split him, though. Diabate, a lefty. Missed again. Hauk with a one-arm rebound.
Got the corkscrew spin there.
It does have a weird spin. Still tied at 35. Richard lobs it to Chinelu, wing right. Quickly up top of the arc for Hauk. Back to the right wing. Catching is Richard this time. Richard on the bounce here. Brought it by Sears. Feeds Chinelu top of the arc. Fake a dribble handoff. Throw wing left. Almost missed Martin, who was leaving early. Trying to shoot as he throws it out to Hauk. Tommy rumbles down the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Wild. Did it catch iron? No. Shot clock at 1. Chinelu turns. Right hook. In and out. It would not fall. Cleared by Bama. Power play for the Crimson Tide. Richard shaking up. Late to the other end. Sears for 3. No good. Clayton tips the rebound and then spikes it off Stevenson out of bounds. And the Gators get a stop, albeit shorthanded. What a break. And Richards going to the bench and needs some attention from, I think, John Michelini. The Gators trainer wants to get a hold of him.
It looked like maybe he got hit in the face, squinting, but he's going back to the locker room. It looks like for Walt to win that rebound against Stevenson was huge. He was
massive.
He was on the outside of him, too.
Klopsjar comes in for Will Richard. Hauk out of the horn set, gives it up to Clayton. Wing right 3. Got another one. Clayton starting to cook now. He's got 12 points to lead all scorers.
Last 3 threes have been big time, too.
4 in all in the half. Threes, that is, for Clayton. Sears dribbles to the left foul line extended. Hezzy gets under the rim. Slings it up top. Stevenson for a triple. Can't answer. Rebound off the fingers of Chinelu. It'll stay with Alabama at 6:33 to go in the half.
Ruben's been great on the glass tonight. 6 rebounds right now, and he's pulled down some tough ones.
I think he was challenged. Didn't have the same presence yesterday that we've known him to have this year.
Carlin in the post-game interview said that we needed more out of Ruben last night, so I think he stepped up.
Ruben's going to get a rest here. Kondo and Hauk again in the low post. Inbound to Sears, goes around a wing screen by Sherrill. Sears draws Condon on the switch as a result. Gets through the right wing, gets under the goal, sends it corner left. Firing through 3. Stevenson knocked it down off the catch. 38-38. What a half between these two top 5 teams. Clayton rises for 3 again. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded, by the smallest guy on the floor, Sears. Sears, crossover dribble to the top of the arc. Little Hezzy gets in the lane, lobs it up off the back iron, and it spins home for Mark Sears. So Sears, who'd been more of a facilitator, has 6 points now on 3 made field goals. 5:49 to go in the half. Advantage back to Alabama. 7 lead changes in the ballgame. 12 ties. Clayton jump pass caught by Hauk, wing right. Feeds Martin top of the arc. Puts it to the floor. Step back, drive, and dish. Underneath, Condon shoots. Fouled by Stevenson. Block left. Condon will be at the line to shoot a pair. Condon's looking for his first points.
That's amazing. First points from Alex. He's had a couple touches down low. He has had a few nice post-to-post passes to Ruben, but Elijah really created that one. That was quite a move. He did between the legs and just left the Alabama defender in the dust.
Richard is yet to return to Florida's bench. 5:31 to go. And Condon misses the first free throw.
Made our free throws yesterday. And
yeah.
3 for 6 now tonight.
So Condon blanked here so far. One more free throw coming. That one's true. So Florida's 4 of 7 at the line. First point for Condon comes at the 5:30 mark of the first half. Bama's lead is 1 as Diabate catches wing right. They clear out the side for him. Come now is Nelson. Nelson flips into the baseline cutter. Coming out is Holloway. He's in the right corner with the dribble. Goes uphill above the right side break. Turns, drives. Pass inside, deflected by Clayton. Caught by Hauk. Spins patiently to feed Martin up the right sideline. Martin goes over a Hauk screen. Harassed by Diabate, who's long. Feed Condon, top of the arc. Handed off to Klobuchar. Bumped by Nelson. No call. Klobuchar back around another screen. This one set by Houck. Knocked loose by Diabate. One-on-one to the other end. Diabate, the rim, lays it up and in. Points off turnover for Alabama. Crimson Tide leads by 3.
Urban's played with it a little too long in that possession.
Urban just gets it out of a double to Houck, and Houck nearly turns it over. Sears was in steal mode. Couldn't save it from going into the scorer's table. It will stay with Florida front court right, and Todd Golden's going to get Aberdeen back in to handle the ball up top, replacing Klobuchar.
Alabama a little bit more aggressive the last 2 possessions, guarding the pick and rolls. They've trapped hard and tried to get in passing lanes for the steals.
The 3 would tie it here. Into the backcourt for Walter Clayton Jr. He'll approach Houck, who's ready to set a screen just inside of half court. They played it nicely. Short give to Houck, who changes sides of the floor. The pass to Aberdeen, and an offensive foul called on Florida. Alex Condon pushed away to try and get loose for the pass and turns it over. It's 2 on Condon.
Have to adjust a little bit. Alabama really changing the ball coverage. I mean, they were trapping out at half court on that pick and roll.
Florida's now gone 2 minutes and 43 seconds without a field goal. Still a 3-point advantage for Alabama. Up top, Philon, back running point. Pick and pop with Nelson. Nelson Euros down the lane, lays it up, no good. Ball popped in the air by Diabate, but caught by Houck. Give to Aberdeen, who brings it across. Throws wing right for Martin. Hesitates, drives past the defender, and lays it in. A good drive off the right wing to score at the cup.
Alex ran so hard to get a steal, created that lane.
Sears gets under the bucket to the right side of the backboard. Goes out to Nelson, reset with Philon. Nelson receives it again, top of the arc. Hand off to Sears. Sears gliding down the left side of the lane. Goes out of a double, somehow gets it to the right wing for Stevenson. Back it out to Philon for 3. Side of the rim, no good. And a whistle against Alabama. Coming over the top of Alex Condon. And that'll stop play at 3:40. The foul is on Grant Nelson. And that will be the 16th foul against Alabama as we stop play for the under 4 media timeout. Once again, it's Alabama at the media timeout with a 1-point lead. 3:40 to go. Clayton will bring it up. Feeds Condon at the left elbow. Out of the horn set here. Condon looking over his shoulder. Turns, hands it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen drives, dishes back to Condon, who sinks to the left low post. One-on-one. Twisting, trying to get position on Amore. Resets and throws out to Clayton, front court right. Walter left-hand dribble to the top of the arc, draws the big on the switch. Amore guarding him, rises for 3, short, rebound on a bounce and grabbed by Alabama. Philon racing to the other end. Philon stripped midair by Clayton. He took it away from a leaping Philon. On the break to Condon. He tried to cuff it, missed a dunk, but it's cleaned up and scored by Houck. Condon just can't get a break, but thankfully Houck was there.
On 1.
Gators back on top by 1, 43-42. Amore comes out to catch in the right wing. Dribbles above the right side break. Hands it off to Philon. Knocked out of his hands by Richard, off Philon and out of bounds. Gators ball literally right in front of me here, in between Steve Egan and Lee Humphrey.
Great energy on the last 2 defensive possessions, getting our hands on ball, deflections. And it's been a while since we've seen one of those timeout plays not get a wide open look. Sears played it, so Will didn't have the back door cut.
Condon checks out, headlocked it in for his second run. Houck, dribble handoff to Aberdeen between the circles. 2:35 to go in the half. Come off the pin down, Richard to catch, knocked loose. Alabama with the steal. Out to Diabate. To the other end, lays it up and in. More points off turnover here for Alabama. That's twice now they've scored off of a Gators turnover in the first half. 2:20 to go. Bama back up by 1. Boy, they're blitzing Aberdeen in the front court. Out of Houck for 3. Good, he ripped it. Houck never hesitated off the long catch from Aberdeen.
How sweet was that sound with the net right there,
String
John.
music. And off, Holloway. Angle right 3, can't answer. Rebound, Bama. Out to Sears, pump fake from 3. Down shoots, missed it, back iron. Handlock, they got away with a push-off and rebounds for Florida. Outlet pass to Aberdeen. Aberdeen missed Houck, he was open. Back it out to Richard, who'll throw it to Houck in the left angle. Hand it to Richard, drives the left wing, back to Houck. Thought about a 3, puts it to the floor instead. Off the crossover, drives, goes to the rack, laid it up, no good. May have gotten tipped. Handlocked and trucks his man. Sears racing to the other end, tied up under the rim. Stripped loose by Aberdeen. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Alabama. Or was there a foul called by Terry Oglesby? A foul.
I did not think there was a foul.
I didn't think so either. Aberdeen's going to get whistled for the foul at 1:29. That'll put Bama on the line.
Tommy had a wide open layup there. Just got to take his time a little bit more. Rushed it.
When Alabama leads the half, they're 21-2. Both teams have won ball games this year, albeit just a couple when they've trailed at the break. Oh, and Sears misses the first free throw. So maybe we've got a little Rasheed Wallace action here. Ball don't lie.
Had a couple of those last night, too.
Yeah. I got a couple of calls that I think they just blew the whistle on from last night.
That one goes down. We couldn't get both of them from Sears.
Splits them. Sears with 7 points in the first half. 1 point lead for the Gators. In the horn set, bounce pass to Houck. Goes just to his right to Handlocker. Triple handoff to Clayton. Clayton right angle, crossover dribble, gets across the lane, skids to a stop, spin, shoots a fade. Off the side rim, no good. Sherrill with the rebound for Alabama. Time can take the lead here. Pitch in the left wing, dump it corner left. Stevens 3. Hits the iron, goes over the backboard and out of bounds. So the Gators get a stop, so holding that 1 point lead with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the half.
Good chance for us to get 2 shots to their 1 right here if we time it right.
Harder to do 2 for 1 in the college game, but you will have the opportunity here. Hand it off, Clayton. Clayton hits a flaring Houck to the right side of the floor. Houck with a little room, dribbles to the nail. Shovels it to Aberdeen. Rises off the dribble for a 15-foot shot. No good. Rebound. Houck puts it back up. Draws a foul. Missed the second chance opportunity. But Thomas Houck, with 42 seconds left in the half, will shoot 2 free throws on a Mohamed Diabate foul.
2 great looks at the basket. Denzel was wide open from the elbow. I mean, there wasn't anybody even at the SEC logo in the paint to contest.
17 foul on Alabama.
We timed it right for the 2 for 1. We're going to have more than 12 seconds.
So 2 for 1 is when you can get something up and preferably through the bucket, leaving more time on the game clock than the shot clock so that your opponent cannot end the half.
That's right. Yes. And now we've got a 12-second difference. Tommy misses the second one, but at least we got 1 point out of it.
So a 2-point lead as a result for Florida. Sears off a double high screen. Works to his left. Retreats front court left, drawing Aberdeen toward him. Sherrill to screen. Driving Sears, gets in the paint, the restricted area. Bank shots too hard. Loose in front of the rim. Grabbed by Florida. Lost by Florida. Grabbed back by the Gators. And Aberdeen able to secure it to Clayton. And a timeout called by Todd Golden. Mercy. Or was it Nate Oates?
I think it was Todd.
It's a 30, and it is Todd Golden who'll go with the use it or lose it timeout. They can pitch it into the backcourt. That's where they've got Houck and Clayton position. And Richard will throw it all the way back to Clayton. Clock running now as Clayton walks it across half court. He's front court right. Gators have spaced the floor. 7-6. Clayton drives to the right wing. Dumps it wing left. Aberdeen for 3. Iron no good. Rebound to Diabate. 3-quarter court shot. Off the mark. Well short and wide right. The Gators unable to score on their final touch, but take a lead to the locker room, up by 2 on 5th-ranked Alabama. Grant Nelson is questionable to return for Alabama. He's not on the floor, as he did start today for Bama. Sears is playing. He was a little banged up in the first half. Gators at the end to our right toward their own bench. Chinulu comes to the right wing, gives to Clayton. Fires for 3. Rim no good. Rebound, Chinulu spiked to Martin and tried to throw it off, and he did. He successfully pitched it off an Alabama defender out of bounds. The Gators, with new 20 on the shot clock, will inbound near the left corner.
Big rebound from Will. We couldn't see it. We were blocked from an official, but it looked like a tough play.
Yeah, tell Mr. Oglesby to get out of the way. Bama fans grumbling. Clayton looking. He's left to the goal on the baseline. Throws it in, front court left to Kondo. Pitch it back to Clayton, who comes right toward him. Drives to his right. Clayton turns into the lane. Push shot, no good. Halfway down the lane. Rebound, Chinulu for the Florida Gators. Chinyalu, right side of the lane, left-hand bounce, turns over his left shoulder, right hook, just missed it, rebound Kondo, back up, left it short, wrestling match, Chinyalu's got it, shoots again, and he missed it, but he draws a foul. If that's the effort the Gators are going to give in the low post in the second half, you'll feel good about tomorrow.
Wow, how many shots can we get in one possession? You got to look at the play-by-play here. I think that was maybe 4 shots.
4, and all within 4 feet. Foul is on Omori, and Chinyalu at the line for the first time today. Gators were 5 of 9 at the stripe in the first half. That one's too much, and rims off.
Ruben and Alex both had really point-blank attempts there.
Yes. Now, look, they had guys hanging all over them.
They did. They
Yes.
did. They were tough shots. They weren't like little layups.
No. Second free throw. No, missed that one too. Stevenson able to tap the rebound to Diabate, who brings it up. Diabate starting the second half. Drives, collides with Condon. Lost the dribble out of bounds. Condon's just too strong for Diabate to truck him. And the Gators get it right back.
Great defense from Alex. He took that drive right in the chest. Diabate crumbled.
Dear Mr. Diabate, the guy you just ran into grew up playing Australian rules football and water polo. Good luck. Signed, Lee and Sean. Clayton will shovel it back to Condon, top of the arc. Hand off for Richard. Takes it left wing. Launches the 3, no good. Loose ball foul. It doesn't exist in college ball, but that's what this is. And it'll be against the Gators trying to rebound the miss. Chinyalu picks up the foul, his third, team's first.
Ruben's been great on the glass. Let's not pick up another one here, Ruben.
Well, hold on a second. Now there's a review being asked for by the Gators
Ruben
bench.
was held. Always navigating.
That plays under review.
Navigating the cords and the iPads over there when I cover the timeouts for Toyota.
Just couldn't convert.
After review, call on the court has been confirmed. Common foul.
Okay, so no clamp and hold here. The common foul is charged at Chinyalu. And the Gators bench not happy.
Would have been nice to have that personal foul on Chinyalu overturned.
Oh, sure,
Save that,
yes. All right, we just got over the 1 minute into the half mark. Sears dribble handoff wing left. Phylon takes it over his screen to the top of the arc. Throws to Youngblood, wing right for 3, and that's good. Chris Youngblood knocks down the triple. And Bama takes the lead, 48-47. 11th lead change in the game. Condon to the right wing with 2 bounces. Hits a gliding Clay, tried to lob it into Handlock. It tipped out to Martin, though. For 3, and it's good. Well, I'll take the miscue because it did better. Martin with a clutch 3. Give him 8. Lead back to the Gators, 50-48. Phylon for 3. Can't answer straight away. There's a whistle underneath. And they're going to review this play, too. I think it's on Youngblood for Alabama. We'll take a look.
Call on the court is a common foul. That plays under review.
Terry Oglesby, the crew chief. Foul on Chris Youngblood. Play under review.
It's going to be an hour and a half second half, I believe, Sean.
Don't do that.
This pace.
Yeah, we've played 1:45 in the second half now.
Both teams want to get up and down and run. It's hard whenever there's a whistle every play.
We have a delayed. Remember, we have the distant replay monitor here in the booth.
So Youngblood did hit Elijah Martin in the head. He was trying to do a swim move like a defensive end would do and got Elijah. I don't know if that counts as a flagrant foul or what, but should be a foul on Youngblood.
After review, foul's been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul. Florida number 15 will shoot 2 shots. Florida ball out of bounds.
All right, Elijah Martin at the line to our right. It'll be free throws and the ball here. Steve Egan is our engineer and producer courtside. He's got that referee mic dialed in loud and clear today in Nashville. First free throw's good. 9 points now for Elijah Martin. 1 more free throw coming. A chance for a couple of guys to catch their breath. The pace here has been frenetic. Both free throws good. Nice job. Now the ball for the Gators, who lead by 4. This is the largest lead of the game for the Gators, right here at 52-48.
A chance to build on it. Let's make a little run to start the half.
Bama worked up a 6-point lead back in the first half, but trailed at the break by 2. Kind of dribble handoff to Richard. They're weaving up top. Richard takes the left wing, gives to Clayton, takes the weave now to the right side, inside the handlock, catching under the rim. Throws it out wing left, caught by Richard. Richard working toward the low post. Stops, pops, and scores. Just sneaks it over the left side of the rim to score it, and the Gators now have a 6-point lead.
What a shot from Will. That was good.
Off the angle screen, driving. Phylon missed a layup going right to left. Rebound Bama. Pitch it out to Sears. Sears steps back, keeps the dribble alive, wing right, drives to the cup. Layup swatted by Condon. Loose ball grabbed by Handlockton. To Richard, 2-on-2 to the other end. Richard lays it up, fouled by Diabate. Richard goes tumbling to the hardwood. Needs a second. Richard took a shot to the head in the first half, had to be evaluated. 2 fouls on Diabate now. Richard's up and he seems to be okay. And will walk out toward half court before approaching the free throw line for 2.
Feel the momentum turning right here, Sean. Feels like we can build a lead. I mean, look out at Alabama. We've got a huge size advantage against them right now. Stevenson, the only guy on the floor with any size at all.
It's a great point, and I think that goes back to Nelson not being able to play right now for Alabama. They're starting 4. And where's Omori been? Their starting center. Richard knocks down both free throws, and the Gators building here. Now Stevenson gets hit in the head on a foul by Handlockton. Or did he get hit in the head? No. He's claiming he got hit in the back of the head. Todd Golden's like, Micah, you're right. I don't know if you got anyway.
I don't know. I think he may have. I don't know why Mike even has to attempt that there. I guess he's going for the offensive rebound. Yeah. I know it's going in.
It's his 3rd foul. It's a 9-0 run, though, working for Florida. 17-20 to go in the second half. Sears between the circles. Off the high middle screen, goes left. Clayton stays with him defensively. Sears retreats 2 steps. Crossover dribble, picks up Richard now. His pass to the left, tipped, stolen by Clayton. Foot race to the other end. Clayton lays it up and in to score. 11-0 run for Florida. 3 minutes into the half. Stevenson up the right side. Walled off by Condon, off the right side of the lane. Hands it off, Youngblood. Drives under the goal. Deep under the goal. Rises, puts it up and in. Sneaks it past Condon somehow.
Somehow with Micah there, too.
Yeah. That stops the 11-0 run.
We were too high above the rim, Sean.
Too high. 58-50 Florida. Weave again up top. This is negating some of the pick and roll coverage now for Alabama. Clayton takes it on the weave. Works above the left foul line extended. Lost his dribble. Gives to Richard, slipping. Gets inside, ball tipped, stolen by Bama. Out to Phylon. Phylon drive and kick to the right wing. Youngblood misses a 3 from the right wing. Weak side rebound for Stevenson. Richard all over him and made contact, and Richard commits a foul at 16-18. That's 2 on Richard now.
Not even to the first media timeout yet, Sean.
But yet we've stopped for 2 different reviews, right? So
that's right.
Yeah. Subs for Alabama. And Sherrill, Aiden Sherrill will come in off the bench. He's a big. That'll match up with Handlockton. Stevenson to the bench. Baseline left inbound. Looking. Phylon finds Holloway on the left wing. He just subbed in. Holloway dribbles at the top of the arc. Guarded out there. No man's land by Handlockton. Step back 3. Too much. Rebound Handlockton to the free throw line. Hands it behind him to Will Richard. Richard pauses to avoid a turnover. Now sends it across to Clayton, front court left. Goes out of a double to Condon. Condon looked inside, nothing there. Now backs down Sherrill. Spins, shoots, missed at point blank. I don't know how Condon missed. He only has 1 point in the game. Bama clears it. Phylon off a screen to the top of the key. Dumps it to Diabate on his left. Reset to Sherrill. Hand it to Diabate. Drives the right slot. Spins. Tied up stuff by Handlockton. Outlet pass leading Martin to the rack. Dunks with the right hand. Yes, indeed. Gators rolling up by 10 now. 60-50. Pocket pass into Sherrill. Shoots into Condon, denied. Loose ball for Handlockton. This is where the Gators beat Bama last time. In transition. Clayton lob for the rim. Alley-oop dunk. Smashed down by Condon. His first field goal of the game comes at 15-13. Wow, 12-point lead. Diabate baseline right. Back to the goal now. Guarded by Martin. Picks it up. Skip pass, caught across the lane by Sherrill, who quickly fires out to Philon. Philon drives, down the pipe, climbs, shoots, swatted away by Richard. Loose ball for Bama. Youngblood up top for three. Side iron, no good. Rebounded by Handlockton. Outlet pass to Clayton, half court. Long skip pass, sideline to Martin. Martin drives to the left wing, hangs in the air, fouled. He's brought down, and Martin barks at Youngblood, who fouled him here at 14:41. That'll take us finally to the first media timeout of the second half. And listen to the congregation roaring in different areas of this arena here in Nashville. And partner, the Gators have cranked it up here in the second half.
Running Alabama out of the gym. Diabate needing help from his teammates. So gassed just to get over to the bench.
15-2 run for the Florida Gators. We step aside. 14:41 to go second half. It's Florida 62, Alabama 50 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. Maybe beating Alabama for a fourth straight time, which when you think about the caliber of what their program has become under Nate Oates, that's remarkable and speaks again to what Todd Golden's doing now in his third season at UF. So Elijah Martin at the free throw line to come out of the timeout. I think, didn't this kind of all turn when the flagrant foul was called when Martin got hit in the head? Or had it already kind of begun at that point?
I'm trying to remember exactly back. It may have been the starting point, but I think really we had back-to-back possessions where we had swatted, got blocks that probably weren't recorded there on the back stat sheet that started fast break attempts. And that it just started rolling and compounding from there.
Both free throws good for Martin, who again was fouled on the fast break prior to the timeout. It's 64-50. Gators had led by more than 4 at any point prior to this run. Youngblood open three, angle right, buried it. 2 threes in the half now for Chris Youngblood. He's got 2 of their 3 made field goals. 64-53. Houck holding between the circles. Chest pass to Martin on his left. Elijah goes around a Houck screen. Trying to turn the corner, can't. Works back left wing. Sinking is Houck to catch. Low post left side. It's a mismatch against Sears. Houck can't get loose. Hands it out to Aberdeen. Shirt tail out. Puts it into Sears' gut. Spin. Shoots baseline left. Rinsed it. Feathery touch by Aberdeen to make it 66-53.
Turnaround jumper from the post. Looked like Jordan over there.
Indeed. Good reference. 50% shooting in the half now for Florida. Open three-wing left. Stevenson's line drive is off the side of the rim. Grabbed by Chinulu, tight-roping the baseline. Outlet pass to Clayton. Clayton shovels back to Martin. Martin, just like yesterday, kind of the hot hand here in the second half. Martin flicks it to Houck, goes high-low to Chinulu, halfway inside the paint. Chinulu against Amori. Turns around him and scores with a banker off the glass. That's a weight room finish for Ruben Chinulu.
Ruben, a basket away from a double-double. What a night he's had.
68-53 Florida. Pocket pass to Amori, throws off the foul line to Stevenson, drives into Houck and draws a foul. A blocking foul called on Houck. That's his first. Team's fourth.
I think it's about impossible to get a charge nowadays, Sean.
Well, they changed it to where you're right. I mean,
I've seen a few calls this weekend I felt like should have been charges but weren't.
A polar bear would have to walk into this building in order to get a charge called. Sears turns the corner off the inbound, down the left slot, shoots into Aberdeen and draws another Gators foul. Sears will go to the line to shoot. 2 now on Aberdeen. Would you say Chinulu's in double-double territory?
He's 8 and 10 right now, one basket away.
Could be his 4th of the season. Chinulu's kind of doing his best. Alex Condon here today.
Ruben has been great. He's got 10 rebounds, but 5 of them are all in the offensive end.
Sears' first free throw is good. So Sears, first team all-conference at 30 last time against Florida. He has 8 in the ball game, make it 9 as he knocks down both of his free throws.
Sears got a lot of those 30 late, so you know he can put up some points quickly.
Yeah. Again, Gators won by 5. They had a 14-point lead at one point in T-Town. Clayton down the right slot. Spins, goes out to Houck, top of the arc. Clayton comes to him, grabs it, turns, shoots, and buries a 3 off the left angle. 5 3-pointers for Walter Clayton Jr. Sears racing to the other end, drives in the paint, leaves for Stevenson. Now a trailing Amari on the catch, tried to euro into the lane, and he tripped and fell. And they called a foul on Florida.
I mean, Amari just
He traveled with it.
He tried to slide into first base or second base head first, and they called a foul on us.
He was already on his way down for being tripped when Chinilu touched him. And Golden is beside himself. 4th foul on Chinilu.
That's a big one. I mean, that hurts. Ruben was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm not sure he even touched it.
Well, 68% free throw shooter at the line. Knocks down the first. Clifford Amari. Clayton's going to get a breather. Richard will return. Condon comes in for Chinilu, who's got to sit down with his 4th foul. And Golden is just incredulous talking to Terry Oglesby. And I don't blame him.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably got it right. Ruben fouled him. Tough call. Wrong spot, wrong time, but
You're not helping.
not helping. I didn't think it was before until I saw the replay.
71-57. Alabama trying to hang around via the free throw line right now. Aberdeen off the high middle screen. Big high bouncing dribble down the right side of the lane. Stop, shoots, puts it in off the glass, and Aberdeen's cooking now. Remember, he had the big game against A&M here a year ago. 12:20 to go in the second half. 73-57, Florida. Crossover dribble. Holloway can't get loose of Aberdeen at the top of the arc. Sends it wing right. Handoff for Sears from Amari. Drives to the paint. Kicks it wing left. Stevenson's 3. Short. Collision in the air. Looking for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's off Alabama. But Stevenson and Martin both got airborne and almost helicoptered each other mid-flight.
That's a foul on Stevenson.
I don't
Elijah was there
yes.
first. I mean, going to get Ruben on the last one. At least get Stevenson there.
Nonetheless, it's Florida ball, out of bounds off Alabama. 12 minutes remaining. Next dead ball's a timeout. Good shoving bounce pass to Houck in the horn set. Flips to the Condon. Hand off to Martin. Turns the corner down the right side of the lane. Gets underneath Diabate. Diabate recovers. Forces Martin to pivot here. He does not have a dribble to use. Shoves it out to Condon at the top of the floor. Condon moves to his left. Tried to hand it off. Almost stolen by Holloway, who popped it out of bounds at half court. It'll stay with Florida. The shot clock will be at 6 for the Gators. And we've reached the under 12 media timeout. So Aberdeen will inbound here. This will be front court left in front of the scorer's table. Richard racing toward him. Klobuchar comes off a screen, catches front court left. Turns, drives to the rack. Going to the rack, lays it up. Got fouled, no call. Missed the layup, rebounded by Alabama. Diabate races to the other end, and he's fouled. Got shoved hard in the back, trying to lay it up and in. The ball hit the underside of the rim. The foul is going to be on Houck. 2 shots for Alabama. Well, everything looked good on that play that you described coming out of the timeout. If Klobuchar doesn't get fouled, I think he makes the layup.
He makes the layup. And we just caught the replay of this last one, and there was no foul. Tommy backed away. Alex backed away, and he was off balance because he expected contact that never happened.
So a phantom foul again?
Phantom foul. This one was much worse for the Ruben phantom foul.
Diabate at the line to our left. Knocks down the first free throw. Going back to what I said earlier, I think the only thing that's keeping Alabama even within shouting distance is the free throw line here in the second half. Bama's 5 for 5 at the line, but 3 of 13 from the field. And 2 of these calls shouldn't have resulted in free throw opportunities. Diabate knocks them both down. So 11:32 to go here in the semifinal. The winner gets Tennessee tomorrow in the championship game. Aberdeen shoves it to Richard, glancing across 2 screens from the left side, inside. Condon went to shoot, blocked. Bama clears it. Stevenson almost turned it over. Saved by Diabate. Wing right, gets under the rim, throws it out. Wing near side, stolen by Aberdeen. And to Richard, to a rim running Houck. He's grabbed and fouled. Youngblood fouls Houck, sending Thomas Houck to the line at 11:08. 2 on Youngblood now.
Hammered on that foul.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, I mean, if you get a foul to
make it count.
make it count.
That's right.
Make sure he doesn't hit a layup.
Good. It's a good foul. This is a good, clean foul.
Yeah. Gators shooting 49% for the game. Houck at the line where he's 1 for 2. And the sophomore knocks down the front end.
Alabama staying small. Stevenson only big out there right now.
Big deep breath. Houck crouches, raises, shoots. That one rimmed off. He missed it by a whisker. Rebounded by Diabate for Alabama. Coming up on the 11-minute mark. Diabate still on the dribble here. Left foul line extended. Picks it up. Throws out up top. Deflected but saved by Sears. Sears to the left side of the lane. Stumbling. Got to pass somehow to the right wing. Stevenson stumbling. Pushed it out to Youngblood. Youngblood on the right wing. Driving on Houck. Goes to the rack. Lays it up. Missed it. Well defended by Houck. Send it ahead to Aberdeen up the left side. Aberdeen headband on. Drives and kicks to the right wing with a pass to Klobuchar. Klobuchar wanted something inside. Goes to Conan, who now goes high-low. Caught by Houck on a leap. Block right. Back to Klobuchar. Corner right three. Front iron no good. Dunk follow won't go for Richard. And there's a foul. He got hit on the arm when he was trying to stick it in. Well, Richard timed that perfectly and draws a foul on Diabate. That's his third. And Will Richard will go to the line.
This game's got a very similar feel to the game in Tuscaloosa. I mean, we built a big second half lead.
Yep.
We've done it today. We've exceeded the lead we had in Tuscaloosa. Let's keep putting it on them.
2 made free throws here will give the Gators their largest lead of the game. One's in for Richard, one more to come. Sherrell's coming in for Alabama. Gators will counter with Handlock, the big coming in.
Our biggest, bigger.
Pretty good, too.
Sherrell is also quite tall. He's about 7 foot, it looks like.
Second free throw. Good. 17-point advantage now for Florida. 76-59. The Gators this year, 21 of their 28 wins by 13 points or more. Sherrell comes off the paint to catch left foul line extended. Handed to Sears. Draws hand-locked it on a switch. Careful here. Needs some help. Sears lobs inside to Sherrell. Sherrell puts it right back into Sears' hand, corner left. Sears comes up above the left side break. Drives to the foul line, down the lane. Slingshot off the side of the backboard. Out of bounds and off Sears. His hand locked and stayed with it. And put the ball off Sears as he landed out of bounds. A little hot potato game working on the right side of the goal.
It was like the video of Jokic where he hands the ball to the guy standing out of bounds. Micah basically put it on Sears while he was standing out of bounds.
No, you take it. 76-59. Klobuchar from the right wing. Drives. Put it up too hard off the glass. Looking for Handlock. Then caught the errant pass and then is fouled going back toward the rim. Crafty, the Slovenian, will go to the line for the first time in the game. Diabate picks up his 4th foul. The Gators just are playing with a force that's championship-like.
It is. And we've said it a lot. It is hard for teams to hang with us for 40 minutes with the size that we have, the pace that we play out, how many possessions we create, and our intensity at the offensive glass. And I know that Grant Nelson hasn't played this second half, so Alabama's a little bit short, but Alabama's the highest scoring team in the country. And they can't keep up with us.
No.
I mean, this is 2 games now where we've just completely worn them down in the second half.
Look, to your point, Florida's outscored Alabama here in the second half, 29-14. Bama's missed 4 straight shots, 9 of their last 10. Klobuchar's second free throw is good, so he splits them, and it's now 77-59. A chance to go up by 20 here to the stop and the score. Holloway into a slipping Stevenson. Layup swatted away by Houck. Loose ball for Klobuchar. Racing ahead. Fumbles the dribble, gives to Richard. Wing right 3. Pow! Right in the kisser. Timeout, Alabama. And the Gators lead it by 21 points at 9:24 to go.
Wow, shot. 21 points. It's the Alabama team that crushed Kentucky yesterday. Number 5 in the country right now.
A team that, again, as Lee mentioned, leads the nation in scoring, is sitting on 59 points right now. Timeout, Nate Oates, 9:24 to play. So to win an SEC championship tournament this weekend would be unbelievable. Lob for the rim, alley-oop dunk, and that's the play out of the timeout for the Tide. Phylon assisting Amori.
First time we've seen that the second half.
Yeah, what is that, middle pick and roll, just straight lob to the rim. Klobuchar trapped here front court left, got out of it with a pass to Handlock, now to Houck, spins in the lane, push shots go with the right hand. He pirouetted into the paint and finished to make it 82-61. Phylon to the foul line. Stripped in the lane. Loose ball for Houck. Here we go. Bounce pass to Klobuchar. Klobuchar, crossover dribble. Gets deep into the paint. Walled off. Leaves for Aberdeen coming behind him. Layup missed it. Aberdeen came from nowhere, just couldn't finish. Stevenson, top of the arc, drives downhill on Handlockton. Layup, left hand, no good. Well defended. Houck was there helping Handlockton. Another loose ball grabbed by the Gators, and Climshire will bring it across. One thing is, Martin and Clayton are both on the bench right now for Florida at 8:20 to go. And Martin and Clayton are both going to go to the scorer's table now, but you've gotten them an extended rest. Richard, wing left, jumper good. Mid-range working for Richard now, 84-61.
Smooth from Will. Couple shots from that spot this half.
8:05 to go. Crossover dribble, Holloway gets around Climshire, throws out to Youngblood. Logo three, buried it. Hello. 3 threes in the half for Youngblood. The only thing they've had going here in the second half is Youngblood. Aberdeen almost went over and back. It was hard to see that in the SEC logo, the half-court line, but I think he got away with one. Hockey line change coming for Ty Golden. High middle screen by Handlockton. Aberdeen did not drive. He just stepped left of it. Crossover dribble. Now drive through space. Oh, he's blocked to the rim. Layup swatted away by Amori. Youngblood on the break. Transition three. Nope. Rebound off the hands of Alabama and out of bounds off Phylon. That'll take us to a break. 4 new Gators coming in on the other side of the under 8 media timeout. Time and score. 7:26 to go. Second half. Gators on their way. Lee up 84-64. If they can win by 20 or more, it'll be the first time the Florida Gators have done that since 2014. And that was against Missouri in that big year of 2014. Will Richards at the line to our right missed a free throw. He's got one more coming. There's been a technical foul called on the Alabama bench. Nate Oates called for a tech. So Richards splits it. It's 85-64. We got a bunch of new Gators back into the ballgame. Clayton, Martin, Condon, Chinulu all now in with Richard. We'll see how long Todd Golden goes with some of these frontline guys before maybe saving some legs ahead of tomorrow's noon tip-off.
I think you will try to buy these guys some minutes. And defensively, Sean, Alabama 5 for 20 this time.
Yeesh. That's noon Central tomorrow, 1 Eastern. Condon dribbles to the top of the arc, hands it to Clayton. Clayton, a little hezzy, gets down the left side of the lane, gets under the goal, comes out wing right, draws a big on the switch through all that traffic, launches a three over him, and ripped it. Walter Clayton Jr., 20 points in the ballgame.
I had a feeling he was shooting that when he came out from underneath the basket. Wow.
27 times this year the Gators have a 20-point score. Holloway for three, answers. He was wide open at the top of the arc. 88-67, 6:46 to go. Clayton's got a 20-point game for the 10th time this year. He's on the dribble between the circles. They're trying to trap him as he moved right. Feed Condon. Top of the arc for three. Ripped it. Condon has had trouble scoring the ball today. Gets a big three here. Answering right back. 91-67.
11 threes on the day for us.
11. 24th time the Gators have gone north of 90 points under Ty Golden. Runner misses the rim. Rebound Bama over to the right wing. Stevenson. Set shot for three. No good. Rebound Sherrill. And on second chance at the cup, he's fouled. I'll have to go to the line to shoot two.
Will got the foul. That's a good thing. Ruben was in the area. Hands vertical, though. Would have been his fifth. We've got 91, Sean, with 6:12 to go in this game.
My wife Kim is on the trip, and she was a little disappointed the Gators didn't hit 100 yesterday. Well, today that's going to happen.
I'm going to give a little credit to my oldest son here, Oliver, Sean. I talked to him on the phone, and I said, how are we going to win there? It's going to be tough. Alabama's pretty good. He said, I think we're going to win easily. He was right.
Free throws down for Sherrill. Oliver knows. Gators scored 100 on January 4th, but lost at Kentucky. And this will be the first time since to hit the century mark this season. Condon catches top of the arc. Driving kick to Martin, wing right. Blows by Stevenson to the rack. Lays it up and in. Elijah Martin having a heck of a game. He's got 16 points. 93-69. 5:48 to go. Rising. Holloway. Little quick trigger on the three. Missed it. Straight away. Rebound Stevenson. Shovels it corner left. Phylon dribbles out of a double. Passes to Stevenson. Drives from the left angle. Twisting in the lane. Can't get a shot up against Condon. Releases out to Holloway. Front court right. Jump pass to Phylon. Wing right three. Good. So Bama's heating up, but it's probably too late at this point. It's 93-72 in favor of the Gators.
Couple back-to-back threes go down for him.
Clayton dribbling between the legs of the center jump circle. Now waits, drives left of a high middle screen by Chinilu. Throws out of a double to Condon. Condon top of the arc, pass up an open three. Dribble handoff wing right to Martin. Pump fake from three. Crossover dribble. Fires into the foul line. Chinilu. Jumper's good. Bank shot down for Ruben Chinilu, who gets his fourth double-double of the year. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Ruben blowing kisses to the fans after that bank shot from the free throw line.
Oh, big deep three off the right wing for Holloway. So all of a sudden now, Bama's hitting shots, but not before they were down 20-plus points.
Coach not happy either. He's yelling at Alex, you got to stay up on Holloway. You know he's looking to shoot a three.
95-75. 4:35 to go. Gators have not lost this year when leading with 5 minutes to go. 5 in double figures. Clayton, one of them, drives right of the lane. Got popped hard. Going for a layup. 2 free throws coming up from Walter Clayton Jr. Foul here on Stevenson in second. Don't need anybody else getting hurt now.
I think under this get to the 4-minute media timeout, we may see some guys coming out.
If they're north of 20 on the lead, or
still a lot of time left.
I know. Against a team that can score in bunches.
Coach Donovan would leave us until about the 22nd mark.
You have told me that before. How many times did you guys look over to the bench and go, anytime you like? Anytime here. We're up by 30. First free throw good for Clayton. 96-75. Walter leads all scores with 21. Now 22 points. Out, Chinilu, Clayton, Richard, and Martin on the floor right now for Todd Golden. 4:22 to go. Phylon sends it to Holloway. Dribbles from between the rings. Turns off his right. Refeeds Phylon, who glides with the dribble to his left. Trying to elude Chinilu. Gets by him under the rim. Dropped it, but caught there by Diabate. Fire out to Youngblood. Drive and kick, corner right. 3 ball on the way. Missed by Phylon. Rebound by Clayton, right side of the lane. And the Gators will start to work a little clock here. We're underneath 4 minutes now. Next dead ball is that media timeout, the final one of the game. Gators lead at 97-75. Ready to see Tennessee tomorrow. Third meeting between the Vols and the Gators tomorrow this year. Out, catches, drives it across the foul line right to left. Now backs in, turns, shoots a fade. Thought he got fouled, no good. And Chinilu fouls Stevenson, and Ruben will foul out here at 3:38 to go as we reach the media timeout. Lee Humphreys inside the huddle report, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Stevenson at the line to our left, 1-1, and he hits the front end. So 97-76. Alabama now likely a 2 seed coming up next week in the NCAA tournament. Second free throw, short, off the front of the rim, and rebounded by Will Richard. Richard, Clayton, Condon, Houck, and Martin on the floor now for Todd Golden. Gators in the horn set, give to Condon above the right elbow. Turns, gives to Clayton. Clayton hits a rolling Condo down the left side of the lane, laid it in, and got fouled. Condon goes down hard. He'll be helped up by Martin and Richard. Appears to be okay.
Fell awkwardly on the back.
Yeah, he did.
Let's hope he doesn't have a little back pain tomorrow.
Appears to be okay. Now smiling as he cleans the bottom of his sneakers. Fourth foul on Youngblood. And Condon will go to the line. Condon with 8 points today, 4 rebounds, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Didn't get his first field goal until under 16 minutes to go in the second half. Oh, and it was a good one. It was a dunk. Missed the free throw, can't get the three-point play to go down. Condon's had some three-point play opportunities, but he's now 5 for 10 in old-fashioned three-point play opportunities. Diabate wrestles in from the right wing, and a reverse layup is good. Little ISO play there. 3:04 to go. Building has been emptying out here in the second of these 2 games today. They're wearing crimson. They're on their way into the rain in Nashville. Clayton from the top of the arc. It's halfway down the lane. Sends a pass to Richard in the right wing. Stevenson with his length guarding. Richardson, step back 3. Short. Hits the floor. And popcorns ahead to Youngblood. On the break with numbers. To Stevenson, wing left for 3. No good. Martin pushed off and got the rebound. Sends an outlet pass ahead along the right side of the floor to Richard. Richard gives to Condon between the circles, and they'll pause here. Condon will drive to his left. Hand it off to Martin in front of the Gators bench. Martin steps left, shoots for three. Nope. Rebound into the chest of Alabama. These guys are gassed now. There have been a lot of trips, and fatigue is setting in. Filine going to the rim. Had the layup attempt stripped. It goes out of bounds off Florida. So Martin with a little extra burst, able to swat the layup away. And Ty Golden now will start to empty his bench. Aberdeen, Isaiah Brown, the freshman. Klobuchar and Handlock that come in here to finish this thing out. And what a hand by all the Gators here at Bridgestone Arena, congratulating Condon, Richard, Martin, and Clayton as they exit. Gators got 5 in double figures. 2:12 to play. Stevenson right of the lane, ISO against Brown, drives and draws a foul on Isaiah Brown, playing in his second straight game. All right, partner, here you go. Clayton had 22 to lead them all. 16 each for Richard and Martin. Chinilu double-double, 10 and 10. Condon had 8 in 25 minutes.
Wow. Impressive stat line.
Yes.
A lot of nice games.
Yes, 99-78. So we'll be on the air at 12:30 Eastern tomorrow. Pre-game coverage. First free throw, no good by Stevenson. Got a championship outfit all picked out?
Got a new shirt for tomorrow. I'm ready to go.
Boy. Stevenson with the second attempt. Missed them both. Brown with the rebound. So now the Gators will look to get above 100 points for the second time this year. Chance to tie, perhaps surpass their SEC Tournament points record. 151 to do it. Out, hands it to Klobuchar. Klobuchar between the circles. Zips it to Aberdeen. Wing right, wide open three. Good, good, good. And they tie the record at 102. 102 to 78. Driving Phylon, picks it up right of the lane. Skip pass, thrown, jumping catch by Holloway, wing left. 126 to go. Handed off to Diabate, guarded by Aberdeen. Takes to the left side of the lane, drop step, puts it up off the glass and in. Just like the last time these two teams played, a lot of garbage points down the stretch for Bama. But
that's right. They're not going to be able to close the gap as much as they did last time.
No.
But
Brown at the right side timeline, gives a hand Lockton. He'll swing it to Houck. Not a Klobuchar, deep three straight away, just missed. Rebound's going to kick out of bounds on the near sideline. It'll belong to Alabama. A year ago to the day, Gators beat Alabama 102 to 88. And Bennett Anderson, the former student manager and walk-on, will get postseason action here. He'll play in his 11th career game over this final minute.
It's the number 5 team in the country.
Isn't that great? He's guarding up top. Up top, 3 ball. Holloway missed it. Rebounded by Handlocked it. Outlet pass to Aberdeen. Got to get a touch here for Bennett Anderson, right? Anderson, the senior out of Tampa. Went to Jesuit. Aberdeen dribbling front court left. Shot clock at 14. Golden's trying to get Anderson a look. Aberdeen gives it to Anderson. Anderson front court left. Drives on Phylon. Going to the rack. Lays it up and in. Oh, yeah.
ISO for Bennett against Phylon.
New record as well. Career points 3 and 4 for Bennett Anderson. Bama gets a layup at the other end. Who cares? 8 seconds left. Gators had inbounded. They'll give it to Anderson. He'll be the last to hold the ball today. Bennett Anderson gets it across half court. Chop this one up for the Gators. Anderson's mobbed by his teammates, and the Gators with a statement win here in the semifinals.